In a charming little pastry shop, where the scent of sugar and vanilla filled the air, lived a tiny mouse named Pip. Pip wasn't like other mice who nibbled on breadcrumbs and cheese, oh no. Pip had a weakness for sweets, and his greatest love was pavlova. That light, fluffy meringue topped with fresh strawberries and whipped cream was his dream dessert. Every night, after the shop closed, Pip would scurry out from his tiny hiding spot behind the flour sacks and admire the beautiful pastries on display. Cakes stacked high with frosting, delicate éclairs, and golden croissants, all tempting, but none as special as Madame Patisserie's famous pavlova. But there was a problem. Madame Patisserie knew her desserts were irresistible. That's why she always kept a close eye on them, especially her prized pavlova, which sat proudly on a golden plate at the center of the shop. One night, as Pip peeked from behind a jar of sprinkles, he saw it. The most perfect pavlova he had ever laid eyes on. The meringue was crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, the whipped cream sat in fluffy swirls, and the strawberries glistened like tiny rubies. Pip's whiskers twitched with excitement. "I must have a bite," he squeaked. With careful little steps, Pip tiptoed across the counter, dodging pastry tools and stacks of macarons. He was just inches away from the pavlova, when a rolling pin slammed down beside him. Madame Patisserie had set a trap. A sign next to the pavlova now read, "No mice allowed." Pip's tiny heart raced as he darted behind a tower of cupcakes. But Pip wasn't giving up that easily. He had an idea. He scampered over to a bowl of powdered sugar and took a deep breath. With one giant leap, he dived into the bowl, covering himself in white fluff. Now, he looked just like a little sugar-dusted truffle. Moving slowly, Pip inched closer to the pavlova, pretending to be just another sweet treat. Madame Patisserie, busy decorating a cake, glanced over, but all she saw was a sugar puff sitting next to the pavlova. With a final swift move, Pip snatched a strawberry and scurried away before Madame Patisserie could spot him. That night, back in his cozy little mouse hole, Pip savored his prize. The perfect pavlova, he sighed happily. And from that day on, he was known as the cleverest, sneakiest little mouse in the pastry shop.